I'm like the president. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the Dean and Trixy show. This is Dean. I'm Trix. Yeah. Now our job really is to.
We have a job.
Yeah, just fueling food for thought.
Yes. Let's get on with our job.
Yeah, a bit like crocheting hook, getting it underneath the surface of who we think we are. Yeah.
It's excellent. Crocheting hook.
Yeah, crocheting hook, you know, like
Underneath,
you know
yeah,
how I like to
yeah.
lift things up and get down underneath things and get to the bottom of things and
Yes.
find out who we are and
Very good.
Yeah. Okay, so Dean, someone once told me that you're quite a smarty pants hypnotherapist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very smarty pants. I help people quit smoking.
Right, so we're going to talk about smoking today. So,
Really?
yeah,
No, I think
maybe.
we just introduce ourselves. Well, we've done that, haven't we?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, smoking's a good one.
Yeah. Should we talk about ourselves?
Oh, well, we've only got a few minutes.
Yeah.
You know how I rabbit on. Okay, so what drives you, Dean? What gets you?
Well,
What gets you? What's your thing?
I don't know. There's no fucking self.
No self. There's no one here.
History's false.
There's only me here, Dean. History is false.
So you're talking to yourself?
Yeah, there's only me here.
Because I'm...
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. Outside the boundary of right and wrong, there's a space. And if we're in that space, Dean, there's no one here. There's just oneness. So what about all this other stuff, Dean?
Stuff, stories, stuff in the head.
Stories, collections, stories of stuff.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, look at you.
Okay.
With a straight face.
Okay, straight-faced. There's no one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so all the stories that I've made up about me and I've lived and believed and thought I was aren't really me at all, are they? It's an illusion. It's all smoke and mirrors.
They do exist, though. They exist on a level of mind.
They do exist on a level of mind.
Yeah. So as long as mind is buoyant and you believe it to be you, then it exists. Of course it exists.
And how do we do that? We stay trapped in a emotive pattern within our bodies, don't we? And we think that's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting at a very young age and continuing and compounding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding, layers upon layers upon layers, becoming some sort of complex human being.
I'm a changeling, Dean.
A what?
A changeling. So
A
how
what?
does that work? So I'm a changeling.
What's a changeling?
It means I can shift shape.
Ah, shapeshifter.
So my story's not set. So how does that happen? How did I get to be a shapeshifter? Maybe I saw through the cracks of the story that I thought I was.
Hang on a minute. Who the hell's shifting the shapes?
Nothing.
So shapes are shifting on their own.
Or maybe some greater awareness glimpsed through the crack.
Crack.
Keep it clean, dude. He's a mean machine. Yeah. So shifting shapes, that's boundary stuff, isn't it? So flexibility, like with hypnotherapy, like if you have a loose boundary, you're more susceptible to move into altered states of consciousness. You can shift shapes, change your patterns, reframe who you thought you were, who I think I am, who we think we are now. Whereas, there are areas of me which are, well, maybe not so much now, but were quite fixed and rigid in their structure. If someone presents with quite a fixed and rigid structure.
You refer them to someone else.
No, I get the grocery hook out, Dean, because the looser the boundaries, I think the better we are. Really, you know, humanity's shifting, changing. We've got to be able to move, change shape, look through the cracks, see the illusion, laugh at ourselves. Yeah.
Well, I think that sums it all up.
Sums what up, Dean?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Okay, right. Okay.
So, how long have you been practicing?
About 20 years.
Really? Me too. So there's like 40 years right here of
Something interesting. Something interesting.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
But we don't know what it is,
No.
Mr. Jones.
No, absolutely no idea.
No. Dean tells me there's no doer. Yeah. And to a degree, I guess, doership is really only ownership of
He's speaking
ego
right now?
boundaries.
Who's doing the speaking? Do you know what you're about to say?
No, I never know what I'm going to say. I used to know what I was going to say, but I never know what I'm going to say.
Who's doing the speaking then?
Stop speaking. There's no one speaking. There's no one here.
There never was.
No. So boundaries, illusions, ideas, thoughts.
I was just about to say I'd love to work with people who are already loosened in their boundaries.
I'm loose, Dean.
Yes, we know.
But how did I get loose boundaries, Dean?
Oh, God. I don't know.
Usually trauma, usually life brings you stuff that shakes up your foundations a bit.
This is an excellent video. I think it's going to be very popular. Can't you see? Like, no, we're really making a difference. I can see there's viewers out there right now who are starting to sort of transcend their reality right here and now. Their boundaries are just crumbling, collapsing right now.
Okay. Let's talk about core values.
What are they?
And how they relate to boundaries. See, I think, for me anyway, having a really deep sense of, I don't want to use the words right or wrong, but integrity or sense of justice or sense of rightness allows one to shapeshift easily, because I know you're going to poo-ha all over this, Dean, but yeah, I know, you have to, it's your job. But you can shapeshift then with ease, because you have a foundation to move from.
Yeah, I think that was wonderfully said, and I completely disagree with all of it, but I think that's wonderful.
Why do you disagree, Dean? Tell me why you disagree.
Because I think if you don't have any boundaries and if you don't have any beliefs and you go in there completely empty, then you've got the ability to really be flexible and actually shapeshift authentically, because there's no judgments, there's no comparisons, there's no history, there's no objective or goal. It's just spontaneous and free.
Okay, so that would assume a place of depth outside the illusion of boundary.
So you're calling that a core belief?
No, I'm not. That's not a core belief.
No.
But I'm saying that assumes a space outside the boundaries of ego, doesn't it? How many people do you know operate outside of the boundaries of ego? To a relatively large degree.
No.
Because what worries me about what you've said is, okay, that's all well and good, but it sort of throws a bit into chaos theory, doesn't it? Because if you don't have any sort of rudder on your ship, you know, oh my God, you know, look at Hitler. oh, this might be a bit controversial, I'll change the subject. You know, that's open slather, isn't it? So where's your baseline? You know, if you're outside of the illusion of ego, in touch with a sense of oneness with all, well then, you know...
No baseline is needed.
No, I'm thinking of, you know, first do no harm, or you can't do no harm if you are in touch with the essence of everything that is.
Impossible to do harm in that.
True.
From there.
True. That's not a bad place to be. How do you get there, Dean?
Why are you asking me?
Well...
I'm still seeking. I've got 2 more things to do before I get there.
Yeah, I know. We're not discussing the second one.
Okay.
Maybe we should. Maybe we'll leave that for another session. But yeah, look, I think it's all good, Dean. Yeah.
I think we could wrap it up about there.
Okay.
I think we've done really well, and I think...
Bye.